large capacity boot gives plenty of space for all your purchases. For young people too, the C5 is ideal.
Did you know some cars were designed to fly? No, I know you're laughing, but literally they were. Today, we're exploring 10 car innovations so wild and ahead of their time that they didn't just fail, they vanished into history. From magnetic minibars to cars that could hover, these forgotten features weren't just quirky. Some were genius, some were questionable, but all of them tell the story of how far we've come and how far we've yet to go. But before we get into this, make sure you've watched our initial video, 10 car innovations that are gone and forgotten. This is where we covered forgotten features like the Saab Sensonic gearbox, fifth wheel parking, and even a Rolls-Royce with a built-in toilet. Now let's take a closer look at what made these features so unique and why they didn't last.
That's what it looks like installed. It looks like I still have to do one more hole.
Starting with number 10, the Autotronic Eye. Now, long before modern cars could manage their headlights, General Motors created the remarkable Autotronic Eye. This clever device used a special sensor mounted on the dashboard, watching the road like a tireless assistant. When it spotted approaching headlights, it automatically dimmed the car's high beams, then returned them to full brightness once the other car passed. The system represented a bold step towards smarter cars. Each Autotronic Eye contained sophisticated electronics that seemed like science fiction in 1952. However, the system sometimes mistook street signs and reflections from oncoming cars, so it showed how engineers were already dreaming of cars that could think for themselves.
Magnetized drink cups. There's 6 of those.
Number 9, Cadillac's magnetic minibar. The 1957 Cadillac Eldorado Brougham turned heads with more than just its chrome and fins. Hidden in the glove compartment, a specially designed magnetic minibar kept crystal glasses firmly in place while the car moved. Each glass had a magnetic base that prevented spills even on winding roads. This unusual feature captured the spirit of 1950s automotive luxury, and cars weren't just transportation, but rolling entertainment venues. While modern safety standards would never allow such an accessory, it remains a fantastic and fascinating example of how luxury car makers once thought about the complete driving experience. Number 8, the 85 mph speedometer. The 1970s brought an energy crisis that changed how Americans thought about driving. Car makers responded with an unusual solution: speedometers that stopped at 85 miles per hour. The government believed drivers might slow down if they couldn't see higher speeds on their dashboards. This simple visual trick aimed to save fuel across the country. While most drivers saw through this attempt at psychological manipulation, these special speedometers tell an important story. They show how national challenges shaped the cars Americans drove and how manufacturers sometimes used unusual methods to solve big problems. Number 7. Fixed glass partitions. As cars became family vehicles, some manufacturers borrowed an idea from luxurious limousines: a glass wall between front and back seats. This clear barrier promised parents something priceless: peace and quiet from noisy children in the back seat. The feature seemed perfect in theory, offering the same privacy that chauffeur-driven cars enjoyed. Reality, however, proved different. Parents quickly discovered they couldn't hear important things like questions, requests, or problems from their children. What seemed like a clever solution actually created new problems. Number 6, the Bird Dog Palace. In 1932, someone decided that dogs deserved their special place on cars. The Bird Dog Palace was a steel cage that clamped onto the car's side, giving pets their private viewing platform. The inventors imagined happy dogs enjoying the scenery from their secure perch, protected from the elements while getting a perfect view of the road. The reality proved more nerve-wracking. Other drivers found themselves distracted by the sight of dogs suspended on the side of passing cars.
Is it a car or a toy? Well, the short answer to that is it's neither. This is an electrically assisted pedal tricycle.
Number 5, the Sinclair C5. Before Tesla made electric vehicles cool, British inventor Sir Clive Sinclair tried to start his electric revolution. The 1985 Sinclair C5 looked like something from tomorrow, a small three-wheeled electric vehicle that promised to change urban transportation. Its low profile and battery power seemed perfect for city streets, but the C5 faced real-world challenges. With a top speed of just 15 miles per hour and a riding position that made drivers nervous in traffic, it wasn't ready for modern roads. Yet this strange little vehicle showed how inventors were already thinking about moving away from gasoline engines decades before electric cars became popular.
As the automobile would drive by the horse carriage, it would spook the horse, and sometimes even spook the driver, to the point where the horse would become unmanageable.
Number 4. The wooden horse head tank. When cars first appeared on roads, they faced an unexpected problem. Horses were terrified of them. These strange, noisy machines scared animals that had ruled the roads for centuries. One creative inventor, though, came up with a solution that showed both cleverness and humor, making the car's fuel tank look like a wooden horse head. The thinking behind this unusual feature was simple but smart. If horses saw these mechanical carriages as fellow horses, they might stay calm as cars puttered past. While the idea might seem silly today, it was a solution to problems that modern drivers can hardly imagine.
They tried to sell it to the military. I know the guy that designed this also designed a military amphibious car.
Number 3. The Amphicar 770. The Amphicar 770 broke the rules about where cars could actually go. This German-made vehicle could drive straight from road to river without stopping. On land, it reached speeds of 70 miles per hour. In water, it puttered along at 7 miles per hour, using special propellers hidden under the rear bumper. Special seals kept water out of the engine and passenger compartment, while the driver used the steering wheel to control direction both on land and in water. While only a few thousand were ever made, the Amphicar proved that automotive innovation could cross boundaries between different types of transportation.
The air car, which rides not on wheels, but on an invisible cushion of air. Any level surface will do, water, land, or ice.
Number 2. The Curtiss Wright Air Car. In 1960, military engineers dreamed of a car that could float above the ground. The Curtiss Wright Air Car used powerful aircraft engines to create a cushion of air underneath, letting it hover 15 inches above any surface. The military saw potential in a vehicle that could cross difficult terrain without touching the ground, but real-world testing revealed problems. The car struggled with uneven surfaces and used enormous amounts of fuel.
Yet today it is still the only FAA certificated, road licensed, roadable, flyable car in the world.
Number 1. The Taylor Aero Car. Moulton Taylor's Aero Car stands as one of the most successful flying car designs in history. Created in 1949, it solved many of the practical problems that had stumped other inventors. The vehicle's transformation process showed particular innovation. Its wings and tail section could be detached for road use, fitting neatly on a trailer towed behind the car. When flight was desired, one person could complete the conversion in about 15 minutes. The Aerocar's design balanced the different demands of air and ground travel. On the road, it handled like a normal car, with the propeller redirecting its power to the front wheels. In the air, the same engine powered the propeller for flight, while the car's steering wheel connected to the rudder and ailerons for aerial control. This dual-purpose design allowed for true door-to-door travel by air and road. Performance in both modes impressed observers. The Aerocar could cruise at 110 miles per hour in the air and reach highway speeds on the ground. Of the 5 examples built, each one proved reliable in both air and road operation. Taylor came close to putting the Aerocar into production, securing dealer arrangements and even gathering customer deposits. However, the required 500 orders to begin manufacturing never materialized, leaving the Aerocar as a fascinating glimpse of what might have been. Now, these forgotten car features reveal the surprising path of automotive innovation. Each invention, from wooden horse heads to flying cars, shows just how creative thinking shaped transportation history. The magnetic minibars and glass partitions tell stories of luxury and status. The 85 mile per hour speedometer reminds us how national problems changed American cars. Even strange ideas like the Bird Dog Palace show how society adapted to the age of automobiles. Today's electric and self-driving cars carry forward the spirit of innovation. The road ahead may hold equally surprising developments shaped by the same human creativity that once put wings on family sedans. After all, the story of cars isn't just about what succeeded. It's about every imaginative solution that pushed automotive technology forward. Which of these wild car innovations surprised you the most? Let us know in the comment section below, and if you haven't yet, make sure to check out our previous video, 10 car innovations that are gone and forgotten, where we uncover even more crazy car features you won't believe actually existed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories about the cars that shaped our world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.